What's up, people? One sec here. Hey, testing, testing. Be good now. What's up? Hey, testing, testing. Be good now. What's up? Just checking all the sound levels here before I start drawing, and I'll show you. Continuing to work on this Youngblood page. Got 2 more characters to do. Well, 2 and little pieces on the others. Let's see. Yes, I am working the shaft. What's up, Rob? I drew this while I was watching your stream. This is my shaft I was playing with earlier while I watched your stream. So in a sense, you helped with my shaft tonight. Let's see. Let's see, the current state of this is like, there you go. Shaft will be down there. Yeah. But I think I'm going to work on her and Die Hard tonight a little bit too. But at least I got his anatomy all worked out here. It's pretty cool. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Here, let me try this. Look at that. Pop-ups. Thanks, Rob Norton. Please like and subscribe. Yeah, I'm a streamer. Yeah, I was kind of digging this Will Spartaccio feeling stuff here last night. Let's do the same with Die Hard. Need some reference. Oh, that's it. A face mask with a stripe. That's his whole design. If you're still there, Rob, what time zone are you in? It's got to be really late for you. Like 2, 3 in the morning? Yeah, I'll probably bring it in and show it to him for sure. I think he'll like. I told him a while back. I was like, dude, I love Dutch. I'm gonna draw him at some point. I'll show you. He's like, cool, man. I'll show it to him and be like, hey, so do you want to look at my portfolio? Can you hire me? Pretend I'm at the San Diego Comic-Con again, like the old days. Oh, okay. You're in Chuck's time zone. That's not too bad. At least you're not like East Coast. That would make it hard to coordinate. You were like 3 hours ahead of me. By the way, before you go to bed, Rob, I got these in the mail. These are pretty awesome. They aren't cheap though, but Daniel Warren Johnson was talking about these on his stream. Let's see. These? You heard of these or seen them? Let's see. Wait, let me get it on the screen there. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, these are the continuity of Akira, and they're 2 books collecting all the storyboards, and this is just killer reference for panels for comics. It's how Daniel Warren Johnson gets a lot of his ideas in. Look at these storyboards; they're so detailed, man. You can just swipe exact panels for stuff in here. It's nuts. Are you, Nadia, are you in Australia? Holy crap. So it's probably like middle of the afternoon for you? I'll find a couple of those. Yeah, these came out like over 20 years ago. Oh, you don't like DWJ, Rob? Well, I guess you're dead to me. So, bye. Banned. Well, this isn't Daniel Warren Johnson art though, so I can appreciate this, I'm sure. I'm trying to find another cool panel. But he's right, man. I'll just look through this and just get ideas for panels like crazy. They're so detailed. I mean, it looks like almost like straight from the manga. Tons of characters and stuff too. Wish I could read the notes by it. Oh, do you actually kind of like Daniel Warren Johnson a bit? I like his writing a lot. But I got hooked on him from his Wonder Woman series he did. Was super cool. It's like a savage Wonder Woman. Yeah, see, look at this shit. Like, this is a freaking storyboard. All the like details of those pipes and everything, and on the other side too. Like, love drawing. That's like 90s image days right there. Every background, just pipes and wires everywhere. Yeah, Muna's following us. Yeah, I like it so far. 2 issues in. It's great. I like the artist he has sharing the art duties with him too. Are you reading it? Yeah, I think I've pretty much gotten everything. I actually keep getting on tangents from drawing here, but since we're talking Daniel Warren Johnson, I got this thing from his Kickstarter, which is, I gotta sit back so you can see how big this is. I'm a big dude. Torso, yeah. Here's me. I'm a big guy. And here's the book. It's like bigger than my torso. This is an art edition of his entire Extremity series, and man, it is nuts. Okay. So I can find one of the. Oh yeah, dude. Get that shit. It's fucking insane. Oh yeah. Whew. This was a really good series too, Extremity. All right. Yeah. Do you ever watch his Friday with D-Dub stream he does every Friday for like an hour? I've seen him like bang out 2/3 of a page finished in that stream. It's nuts. He's so fast. Yeah. I'm so bad. Sometimes I get frustrated with his kids because he has to end the stream short, and I'm like, no, keep going, damn it. I like when he does his late night streams like this last Friday, and then he'll stream for longer. He's not too tired. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, his perspective is crazy, and he just like he's so good at it. He can just sort of eyeball it most of the time. I mean, he's definitely measuring out stuff and putting a grid in, but you know, he just can put the grid in and then just go and like freestyle it to an entire like castle, like I don't know, hell castle or something he's done. I've seen him do on the stream. Whereas everyone else would have to sort of block it in and still use rulers and all. I don't know. It would take me forever to get all the angles and everything, even with the grid. Die hard. You see this gigantic tubes over his shoulders. Oh, sweet. Thanks for the follow. The Starlight thing, I was gonna try to do something with that. What I did originally is I did a couple shots and I did those models that you see on there, and it's all real-time 3D animated there. And I was posting it on Twitter back when I was on Twitter because I was hoping I could catch, you know, Mark Millar. It's one of my favorite comics, and Mark Millar was pretty active on Twitter and would respond to comments. So I started posting it and tagging him, and he said it was pretty cool. He liked it a lot, but unfortunately, Disney owns the rights to Starlight. And at the time, this was pre-pandemic, they were doing a live action version of it, and they had a director attached to it. I forget who. It's probably on IMDb, but I was like, oh man, freaking Disney. I want some other studio, like, I don't know, even a low budget studio, do like a grittier version, like I don't know, like a cool Flash Gordon style, you know, but not all pretty and clean. I don't know. But yeah, I sort of abandoned it after that and started working on my own projects. So I've been doing some stuff on there. It's the Last Secret Agent Man. Yeah, his Netflix deal was his entire catalog, except for stuff that had already been done, which was Kick-Ass and Wanted. I think that was it. And Starlight, because right before that, Disney had optioned Starlight. So, but yeah, that's partly why I was doing it, because that was around the time he first did his Netflix deal when I was doing that. And I was like, oh, this is so perfect. He's pretty much got full control to like launch projects out of that. And if he saw this and liked it, that would be just such a good opportunity. But alas, it didn't happen. Couldn't happen. But I'm a big fan of just old school Flash Gordon and stuff, and so Starlight is so great. I would love to do something with it. I still might pick it up again here down the road. Yeah, definitely, especially nowadays, you gotta invest in yourself, man. All the entertainment industries, otherwise you get screwed. Yeah, and Starlight, it's a good story too. It's very heart wrenching, you know. So I modeled his ship and I modeled him, and I was gonna model the kid. That's what I was starting to work on right around the time I found out Disney owned it, and I was like, kind of lost my fire for it then. So, but you never know. I mean, this was also before their What If cartoon they do in X-Men '97, so they've been kind of investing in animation more. It might be worth pitching again. They might like the style, so we'll see. But right now, I just want to work on a comic. I do 3D stuff all day, so I want to just do some drawing now in my free time. My main brush is well, this is just a pencil brush. This is from Jimmy Reyes's thing. It's the soft 2D pencil. He just released a pencil pack, and I love it. This is the first pencil brush that actually feels like real pencil at Clip Studio. But when I ink like this stuff, I have a bunch that I've tried, but I pretty much always go back to the same one. It's called the I don't know if you can read it, but it's free in Clip Studio on their asset everything. It's here. If you can't read it, it's a Mamio. That's the name of it, and then some Japanese symbols that I can't read. It comes with two brushes, but they're both pretty similar, and I love it. It has, if you zoom in a little bit, you can see the edges sort of have a little bit of grit to it, almost like the fraying of paper with a crow quill, which I love. And this one has even more. Yeah, zoom in a little more. Yeah, I love that. So it just, but it still has a nice quick streak. You know, you can get like a, yeah, look at that. It almost looks like felt tip pen too, which I like. You can sit here and do nice inking lines too. It just feels so natural. So yeah, I keep trying other ones. I have Jimmy Reyes' other ones too. He's got like a his crow quill, which is pretty nice for a crow quill. But man, I still end up just going back to the Namio one. So. Yeah, if you search, just go to the Clip Studio, their asset gallery or whatever, and just type in Mamio. I think that he has 4 different brushes, and it's pretty easy to figure out which one. And you can just get them all and try them out. They're pretty nice. Yeah, I'm actually on the fence right now. I've been talking with Rob, and I've been talking with Chuck Gibson. I don't know if you. I mean, you sounds like you've been on Rob's channel for a while, so you've probably seen Chuck and seen his stuff. He used to work for Wildstorm. I was actually his assistant inker years ago when I lived in Colorado near him. I used to go over on the weekends after work and stay late and just sort of kind of rule backgrounds and do inking practice with him and smoke some pot and stay up all night. So it was pretty fun, and he taught me a lot about inking. But yeah, and I'm trying to get maybe a co-stream going with them every once in a while and to work on my comic, and I'm torn on to whether I want to do it digital or traditional, just for speed and stuff. But I'm so rusty with traditional analog style too, so it's kind of tough. I'm not sure. But this is kind of my warm-up before I start on it. Like next week, I'm going to start working on actual pages, so this will help me get decided. Because I'm a 3D animator for my day job, and just working in 3D software all day. I don't do a whole lot of drawing, and I had some big deadlines recently for a personal project too. It was all 3D stuff, so I'm totally rusty. I haven't drawn much in the last 3 months, so I can do something unique with this mask here. nice. What's your comic? Can I look at it? Or you probably, is it on your Instagram? If you followed me, I'll follow it back. Here's my phone. Oh, there it is. It's under the Akira books. So you're two issues into a book too, huh? That's awesome. Oops. I'm trying my camera mounted on my Cintiq. It's a bit fragile as it moves around. All right. I've got some Die Hard reference here. Even though it's pretty simple. Obvious. Wipe through the nose. Thanks. You should see my analog though. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm getting the feel of it pretty quick again though, I will say. So. I guess where I'm I can do the line work okay, but where I'm rusty is like with my gestures and posing, and feel like it's still pretty stiff, and it's a struggle to get them down and figured out. Oh, there we go. Nice. Oh, cool. 3 hollow. Nice. You got Naruto in there. Sweet. Good stuff, dude. Follow back. I'll look at it more later, too. Thanks for coming by and hanging. Yeah, posing and just like not being stiff is the hardest thing. I mean, you can even think of good poses, but to actually get it out of your head and pull it off is freaking hard. Rob, definitely, you bang out those poses fast, Rob. Even when you just do your sketches with like just 2 or 3 characters, like posed on a hill you did recently, all their poses are pretty good. Like, I mean, with all the Master's End stuff you've done, it's no surprise, but it's kind of looks effortless for you to bang those out. It's kind of weird. Like Die Hard doesn't really have pupils. I'm not really sure how to draw his mask around it, because is it even really a mask? Because he doesn't have pupils. Is it more like a Spider-Man thing with just the white eyes in the mask? It's not actually a hole showing his eyes. Yeah, it's cool that your channel's been booming, Rob. 5,000 people in a year. Side. Yeah, because it depends on the drawing too. Like if you can get them to show where they're looking based on their body language, then you don't have to worry about it. It's cool. As long as you don't make people point, though. Hate movies and comics where they just point to sort of get your direction. It's such a lazy way to sort of move the eye. You know, do it with body language or like an eye look, or you know, if it's movies, just do it in the direction they're moving across the screen to. God, speaking of rusty, these eyes are. It's because I gotta drop through here. I like just solid black eyes too. Because when I first started collecting comics, it was Will Spartacio's Punisher he was doing. I think it was like Punisher #8, and he used to just draw Frank Castle's eyes like solid black and shadow all the time, like no pupils, no whites or nothing, just solid black. And I remember some fans were complaining in the letter section and stuff. This was pre-internet and social media and stuff, but which I thought was so lame. I thought it looked so cool, but I noticed, you know, people were complaining or, you know, giving a hard time about it, and he adjusted his style a little bit and started showing him his eyes. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're as easy as like a cop-out like people were saying, you know? I mean, it was so long ago, my memory of what exactly people were saying could be wrong, but I know there was stuff said about it, and he did change it a little bit in later issues of Punisher. Maybe his editor did it and asked him to change it. But I remember it looked sort of awkward when he started drawing their eyes in too. It's like, no, just let him do his thing, man. It looks so cool. Where's that layer? What the heck? Where is that layer? Get rid of this blue. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's Vogue. She's oops. I gotta organize my layers here. It's getting to be messy. Turn it on there. Not a very great drawing over though, right now. Looks like a big chin dude, but I just kind of want her to be sort of looking downward like that with a kind of a smirk on her face. Glory's more serious and she's more villainous. I don't know. I'm trying to find this. Right, hang on. There we go. Okay. I was trying to lighten this blue behind him and I couldn't find which panel it was on. It's distracting me. Yeah, this is funny. We're gonna have to try a co-stream, Rob, next week because like we keep getting online at the same time and streaming, and then I watch your stream, and then you come over to my stream. But it's kind of fun. I like meeting some of the people from your channel too. I was kind of joking around, but it is. Oh man, I don't actually remember that. I got to go back and read the old Youngblood issues and stuff. I dug them up out of a box, so I gotta read them. But yeah, I was kind of joking in your stream that like get on there to cope with the loneliness, which is kind of joking, but kind of not too, because yeah, like I was saying, my wife's gone a lot for as a flight attendant, and I used to have a cat, Mr. Miyagi, and he was my buddy. He would keep me company here alone, just chilling at the house all night doing art and stuff. But he passed away from kidney disease about 6 weeks ago, and he so yeah, the house feels very quiet right now. So sans more of the art therapy with my Punish comics. So I'm just gonna kind of consume myself with that and hang out with people online that are doing the same stuff. It's kind of fun. Glory Pit? No, I haven't seen that one. I'm gonna add that one to queue. I also have, which I should have watched it already, considering I drew him already. But I want to watch your one about BADROCK. Like BADROCK, the best hero that ever existed, or something like that. That's pretty cool. I'm assuming it's sarcasm too, so I want to see what you say about it on there. Yeah, like how many wrinkles I want to put that'll actually look good. I don't want him to look like he has a loose mask, but I don't know. Let's see. It comes down more narrow. Oh, it doesn't even go in front of it. Yeah, that's a lot more narrow than I thought. It goes in front of his eye. Oh, dude, Rob's next comic is gonna be awesome. He has indeed figured it out. I don't want to spoil it. I'll let Rob talk about it on his stream. But I'm excited for it. And thanks for the offer to draw a pinup in it too, Rob. I definitely will do that. That'll be cool. I might do it before you're done though. I kind of want to just do it now. Practice. That dude you were drawing yesterday looks fun. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if there would be cleavage, but there are some naughty bits in it. I can tell you that. Obvious. Wait, is it one Nadius or two Nadius? Your name's Nate. Am I pronouncing it right? Okay, so not. Oh, okay, nauseous. Okay, cool. I like that better than nauseous, actually. Because I was like, nauseous is terrible. No, I'm just kidding. But nauseous is cool. Yeah, he's doing like a 90s Liefeld era parody, a sequel to one of Rob's comics. So I'm excited. Oh yeah. Let's see, man. Sure, I'm liking this dude. I feel like I'm off a little bit tonight. Everything was flowing so smooth last night. You know what I need? I need a little of this. Don't do drugs, kids. This is not drugs. This is water vapor. That's it. I'm just cleansing my mouth. Ooh, the ceaseless watcher, welcome. I accept your gaze. I'm humbled by it. All right, I'm gonna start tweaking again here. Not liking this head. It's going good. What's up, dude? Or man? Can't tell. Just working on this double page spread of Youngblood for fun. It's kind of a warm up for my comic I want to start working on. So I'm just not digging this Die Hard right now, though. Do some of this. Everything was flowing so smooth last night. But tonight, I feel like I'm struggling to get stuff I like. But yeah, just listening to some music and drawing. Rob Norton was in here too. He does the same, works on his comic art on his stream. I was watching his earlier, and he logged off to go to bed, but instead came to visit mine. Now we're hanging out here. Let's just start over on this crap. Oh, nice. All those Arkham games are so freaking awesome. I'm so behind on games right now, though. I still want to play Spider-Man 2 as well. God, yeah, I don't like that. Oh, was it? Is Arkham Knight's the one with, like it's not Batman. Instead, it's like Nightwing and all of them instead, right? Which I didn't. That's the one I haven't played. I was actually hoping it was good because I like those characters. Yeah, the Bat Family. Dang. Because I kind of want to play. I want to play Nightwing. I know he. I think it was. Arkham Knight was like. I think it was the second Batman game when he first showed up, and you could play him a little bit. He was really cool. I loved his zapper things. How you could toss him and kind of bounce back. But I tend to only have short spurts to game these days. Around just doing like this stuff, my comic at home and my day job. But I mostly just play Overwatch now because I can jump on and play Overwatch for like an hour and a half and then just jump out. So yeah, I can see you, Rob. Let's see. gonna change up his whole pose. God. I kind of like him better like this. I think this feels a little better. Take his head up some. It's someone on Twitch. The person named the Ceaseless Watcher. They because I'm on StreamYard and it's streaming to Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube together. So yeah, and it shows me all the chats together. That's too bad it doesn't show everyone else. You know, I wonder if you can show the chat on screen. I need to look into that, or if you can't, might find a different streaming software. Because I know I watch other streams where they have multiple people or multiple channels it's streaming to, but they share the chat on screen so everyone can kind of see what they're saying or who they're talking to. But I know how to do it in OBS, but not in StreamYard. But in OBS, I don't know how to share a stream and get us both on as co-hosts either. So StreamYard it is. Dang, his whole like kind of iconic red tube over his shoulders aren't really going to show up too well. Bring him over. Just show a little bit more of it. Let's see. I'll do it here. Some of the cool metal effect on there. Favorite DC character? God, I don't know. I mean, this is almost like a cop-out, but right now it's Batman because the new Absolute Batman is super awesome. But let me think for a sec about like a more obscure character other than just, everybody says like Batman or Superman or something that's sort of cheesy. Where is it? I have trying to spot it with my eyes to think of it. Yeah, let me think about it for a sec though. I actually am more of a Marvel person than DC. I think one of the top are Dr. Manhattan's pretty cool. All the Watchmen are pretty cool. Yeah, Jon Stewart I like a lot. I like him better than all the other Lanterns too. I'm glad he's going to be in the TV series. So I hope that's good. Rorschach's cool. I like Rorschach. He's sort of like the DC's version of Punisher a little bit. And Punisher is one of my favorite characters. And he got me into comics originally. Because I'm here drawn as just kind of trying to warm up to start working on my own comic, which is actually a parody of Punisher, the Punisher comic. So I shouldn't keep saying that. I'm going to get in legal trouble down the road, even though nothing's going to be exact, but it'll be familiar. But yeah, if you want to check it out, it's called Punish. You can a Punish comic is the Instagram if you want to check it out. There's a couple images on there I've put up there to start, but as I start working on it, I'm just going to live stream working on a lot of the pages like this and just kind of post up kind of real-time progress on the comic and just start banging it out every night. Okay. let's see, or just follow. I mean, just watch the YouTube here. I'll be streaming, and then you can see it. And eventually, I'll have just a regular link to a Punish page. But right now, I don't want to do all that stuff. I just want to get started on it, and then when I have something better to show, then I'll start building websites for it and stuff. It's kind of too early for that. But yeah, check out Twitch or my YouTube. But hopefully I'll be co-streaming to both when I start doing it. So these are kind of test streams to kind of figure out how I do as far as how long I can last and what times kind of feel good to stream before I start doing it more regularly. If I try to make a scheduled stream that people can come to, but once I start on the comic, I probably will. At least once a week, it'll be like, hey, like. These were just the ones that I liked the most when I was into Youngblood. In answer to your question, Rob. Oh yeah, since you can't all see each other, I'll read it. Rob was asking why the reason for my choices of characters in this one, not Combat or Photon, which they're cool. I mean, any of them would work pretty well, but these are kind of the ones I remember and kind of liked the most when I was into the comics back then. And like, at least for the guy characters. Oh, these are from the Youngblood comic book. It's a cheesy comic book from the 90s, created by Rob Liefeld, the guy who created Deadpool. When he left Marvel to go to Image, he created Youngblood and created tons and tons of characters. So this is actually for his Facebook group. Got a little challenge to draw a few of his characters on a cover. Alright, now he's feeling better. You know what? The story's not even really worth telling. But they're just kind of like one of those. I don't know if you're familiar with the 90s era of comics. It's when Deadpool was created, and like, I don't know, comics were kind of crazy and wild, horrible stories, but cool art, and a lot of really cliche characters. And these are all sort of like, would they be mercenaries? Their whole team of Youngblood? But I don't know. They're just like a bunch of superpowered heroes that meet up with other super gangs, and they all kind of use their powers and beat the shit out of each other. There's not really much more story than that. They've tried to develop the stories of the characters. The characters are just kind of, they look cool and they're fun to draw more than anything. And, nostalgia. Because when I was a kid, when I was younger and buying those when they came out, they were so exciting. They were so cool. So it's hard to forget that feeling. Yeah, you're probably better off just like Googling Youngblood comic, because I wouldn't be very good at explaining it to you in detail. Right. This thing has to be a little lower on him. Do you buy comics at all, Sleeceless Watcher? Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, I like a lot of manga right now, though. It's not exactly manga, but I was showing them earlier. I got these books off eBay. You see this? It's called The Continuity of Akira, and it's all the storyboards from the Akira movie, and they're all drawn. They look just like the manga, and it's great stuff to look at. It's just storyboards, but it's drawn so well and so detailed that it's like reading the manga. Let's see. Yeah, here. Yeah. That's kind of the stuff that's in it. Hopefully that shows up. Yeah, so good. Yeah, they aren't cheap though, but I saw. There now. Now can you hear me? I think I bumped the mouse and muted it. Where was I? I'll jump back. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I'm not sure what all you missed. But yeah, Rob, you said I keep looking at your character choices here, and if I forget, I forget what has happened in the books. These guys look like a really potentially interesting comic book, and yeah, I would say the same. And as soon as Cease's Watcher asked if I could give a quick rundown on them, and I was like, I don't know. I can't actually remember now that I have to think about it. Holy crap. I have no clue what any of these characters really did. I don't even remember what the Team Youngblood is. They were like a government thing, sort of, right? Like, they aren't like government-made superheroes, though. Like, oh, Mega City 1, yeah. That's that'd be some hard living too, though. Yeah, like Mega City 1 or which is Dread. What city was Alita's city? There's no way I'd live in that city, man. No freaking way. Oh yeah, what about you, Rob? Did you guys hear me when I was answering the which city I'd rather live in? Oh, okay. God, I was muted longer than I thought. Dang. Yeah, I was saying. Yeah, Chapel's the crazy killer. Yeah, and Chapel actually is the one that killed Spawn, right? That's the only thing I really remember, though. Yeah, Gloria was she a Wonder Woman? She seemed like more just a booty and boobs girl in a white dress, like not really an explained superhero. She's supposed to look hot and pose hot. But later on, I think Grant Morrison or somebody who kind of tried to flesh her out a bit more. I don't have any of those old issues for Glory, though, to reread. Can't remember. Never really liked the character, so. Oh, Gaiman did that one. Okay. Oh, poor Neil Gaiman. He's getting canceled now, I understand. Well, not if he did bad shit, not for him, but it's just a bummer. He always seemed so innocent. But I don't know much of the details, so. Oh, but I was saying earlier, Ceaseless Watcher was asking if I'd rather live in Metropolis, Gotham, or Central City, and I was like, definitely not Gotham. That's some hard living, man. I'd go clubbing there, or go hit up a dive bar there, and I think Central City I'd prefer because I just like the crazy sciencey stuff that's going on there with the Flash and stuff. Okay, Gotham, fuck that. And and also on Twitch, I think Scandro, yeah, you're on Twitch. He said Mega City 1. And I was like, oh, Scoundrel said that. Yeah. And yeah, Mega City 1, there's that one or the city that Alita lives in. What is Alita's city? But there's no freaking way I would even set foot in Battle Angel Alita's city. No freaking way. But only second to that would be Mega City 1. That'd be horrible. But yeah, Gotham would be a good place to go see a band in a dive bar. Like a Saturday night. Just pray your car doesn't get jacked while you're in there. Alright. I was ready to start inking this guy. I'm just trying to... Not feeling super confident with them to go and start making shit up with the inks, but almost there. Just thinking that the cities are as dangerous as their protector, so Metropolis is out of the question. Yeah. I mean, whether it's Superman himself or the people that come after him, or like, you know, you're just screwed if it's real. There's no, because normal people can't get away from that. They just blow everything up. Like gods fighting, which is, of course, they are, but... Yeah, there's some areas. Yeah, Mega Cities isn't that far off from what we have now, other than the architecture. Yeah. Yeah, there's some areas that definitely aren't that far off, and the potential future of lawmaking and government and stuff is going to be interesting. But yeah, we just don't have the mega structures yet. Which I don't think I have any desire to live in any of them. Although China kind of has those mega structures like that to live in. What universe would you want to live in? Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Star Trek, Star Wars, or Marvel? Probably Star Trek. That's a pretty easy one. I love Star Trek, so especially I'd want to live in Star Trek during the Cards era. Star Trek: The Next Generation. I watch that show almost every day. In our cubes with virtual meetings, definitely not 40K. Oh yeah, double hell yeah. Yeah, because Star Wars is really cool, but, you know, pretty much anyone who's not a bad guy is repressed or something, yeah, so it's probably not really that great. Same with the Firefly universe. That doesn't seem much more appealing either. Everything's like a Chinese and English combined Wild West in Firefly. Yeah. The Warhammer 40K, is that what you're talking about? And 40K is a nightmare world, you're saying? Is that what you're referring to? I don't know that one as well. Like, I know what the Marines and stuff look like in it, and I know there's that new game because my coworkers are playing it, and my supervisor actually paints miniatures of them in his free time, and those are pretty cool. But I don't know much about the world, so... But considering their makeup and that armor and everything, I can't imagine it's pleasant. Alright, let's get there with him. Diehard's a lot more of a pain than I thought he'd be. I mean, unless you want to kind of simplify him, and he could be really fast, but I don't know. Trying to do a more detailed version, it's tough. But might not be my favorite rendition of him, but I'm committed now, so I gotta roll with it. Oh God, war religion? Ooh, yeah. He said, I think it's about war religion. A war religion, man. Yeah, no thanks. It's also not that out from what we had now, yeah. Did you see the Raised by Wolves, Ridley Scott's TV series? That was sort of like that too. It was like the aftermath of like a religious war and what humans were like after that, and it's not great. Demons rip open holes in reality on a whim. If you are a non-believer or alien, you are undeserving of life. Oh God. Yeah, no. I don't want to live there. I don't know. I mean, you're right about the city being as dangerous as their protector, as you were saying, and so no Metropolis. But man, Metropolis kind of feels like the most utopia style city though too. So. But yeah, then you have godlike men visiting the planet all the time and fighting in the middle of the city while you're at lunch. By the time I'm done penciling this, I might as well just like paint it. But I'm gonna end up going and inking it. But I'm just trying to get it how I want it before I ink. This one, like Dutch, I kind of went in and just very loosely wrote it in, and then she went in, kind of just noodled with ink, and it came out pretty good. But this one, I don't feel as confident. So it's not the Rigulonus warlike, it's that a religion is war. Yeah. Oof. That's the worst. Oh shoot, I forgot. How does this even fit around his neck then? I forgot he has a neckband. Carried away. How am I gonna fit that on? These designs are so stupid. Non-practical. Why did I like these? Why do I like these? They're so cheesy. Try this. Yay. Thesis Watcher. Religion justification is basic in 40k, and I'm not mentioning the Zerg-like Tyranids, the warlike orcs, and the immortal Terminators, Necrons. Yeah. So, hanging out with StarCraft too. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna lower his delta right here. Thicken up his neck a little. Yeah, cool, man. It's super late for you. Yeah, I'll probably be up maybe another hour or so. Wait with me, just one more hour, Robert. Rob, come on. Dude, have a good night. Thanks for coming and hanging out over here too after you wrapped up. So it's been fun. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably stream a bit tomorrow too. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Warhammer or StarCraft was, fun fact, StarCraft was supposed to be a Warhammer 40k. Was it really? Like it was supposed to be basically the strategy game version of Warhammer 40k. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I'm gonna check that lore because I work there. I work at Blizzard, and I'm gonna ask the lore there and see if you're right. No, that's actually interesting. I didn't know that. Well, it's kind of like yeah, StarCraft has had an interesting history because Warhammer 40k became StarCraft, which is kind of crazy. It would have been cool to have a Warhammer 40k game, but the thing that came out of it, if it was StarCraft, that's cool. And then they were trying to make a first-person shooter version of StarCraft a few years, like 8 years ago, and that wasn't coming out. I think it was supposed to be called Ghost. I forget. But then it wasn't working out, and they went to shut the project down. And they're like, "Well, let us see if we can find a way to use the assets somehow," And they gave them, I think, like 6 months to put together like a demo using the assets they'd made for Ghost, and that's what became Overwatch. So, and I freaking love Overwatch. Got this stupid and practical neck ring on his neck. Because the character I'm looking at as reference, Die Hard, he has this red thing around his neck, which could almost be like the edge of, like, I don't know, like if you had a spacesuit on where your helmet would connect to, but he doesn't have any of that. He's just wearing a full body spandex, and he has just this red choker on him. It's like, it feels so ridiculous. But gotta stay on model. It's not my character. Oh, I see. Did it become kind of a legal? Yeah, too many similarities. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know Warhammer 40k as well, so it doesn't trigger that in my mind right away, but thinking about it, it does kind of. Well, I'm going to go to work on Monday, and I'm going to slam my fist down, and I'm going to be like, I demand to know the full story about Warcraft and Warhammer 40k. So, and they'll probably just send me to a website where they've explained it all. But yeah, I work in the cinematics department for Blizzard currently. I'm a previs artist for them. And I worked on their in-game cinematics and all their pre-rendered shorts for Overwatch, Diablo, and World of Warcraft. And, yeah, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, right now I'm just practicing because I want to do a comic book in my free time. I've always wanted to just do a whole comic and put it out there, whether it's for somebody else, but I'd rather do it for me. So I have my own project I'm going to be doing. So I'm just getting warmed up. Scoundrel, you do boards. Awesome. Nice to meet you too. Yeah. Who do you like? What do you do boards for? Are you like commercials and stuff? Do you do movies or like animation or games? Or all of the above? All sorts. That's cool. Are you in the ADG, the union, by chance? Are you in California? Fun fact, all human technology in 40K is tended by monks who believe that machines are holy. So every repair is holy ritual, or human ritual. Oh, fun fact that all human technology. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so every repair is holy ritual. Yeah, that reminds me of like the Chronicles of Riddick world too, a lot, which also doesn't seem appealing. But I actually really like the world building in the Riddick movies. I actually really, it's kind of cheesy in some ways, but I really like the Chronicles of Riddick. The prequel, the one before it, was pretty good, but I really like that movie. I like the whole world building. Oh, Scoundrel, down south on an island. Are you in New Zealand? Are you talking about that? Or like South America or something, or South Africa even. Close. Okay. Are you on the bigger island, Australia? Are you an Aussie, not a Kiwi? Oh. Antarctica? Just kidding. Another island close to Australia or New Zealand? Oh no. Or Japan. Up in Japan, maybe? Oh, okay. Oh, like a little island off of the mainland. Okay, that's cool. Oh, that's interesting. I still want to get out there and explore Australia. I lived in New Zealand for 3 months, about a year and a half before the pandemic, during the winter time. It was like right at the beginning of spring. But I loved it out there. It was so cool. I was up on the North Island, the north side of the North Island there in Auckland. And yeah, it was cool. I got to live and work out there for 3 months, and it was great. Loved it out there. Just go weekend warrior, drive around the whole island, and just see so much stuff. Not to mention the South Island with all the Lord of the Rings stuff, but I didn't really get to go down there much. I'm just noodling the hell out of this guy. I should be on to inking him by now, but it's alright. Noodling's fun. No deadline or pressure with this. Just want it to turn out cool. Kind of a personal challenge to see if I can pull it off and keep it consistent. But yeah, and once I finish this, I'm gonna start working on my actual comic book, and I'll probably keep streaming it while I work on pages, just real time as I develop it. So it's a parody on the Punisher from comic books. If y'all weren't here earlier, I was talking about it. But yeah, if you have Instagram, it's Punish Comic. You can kind of check it out if you want to see the progress, or just keep them coming back here and hanging out. Especially over the holidays, I'm gonna probably do a lot of streaming, working on pages like this, either this or analog. So if you're into watching more art and talking comics, and I might actually start streaming with a couple other guys too that are also artists, comic book artists. One of which was here earlier on the YouTube stream. He was named Robert Norton. He did a entire graphic novel size story of just a fan story of Masters of the Universe called Master's End, and it's super cool, and it's such an incredible body of work. It's a lot of story. You put a lot of work into it. Yeah, and it's a fun read. My whole childhood grew up with those characters. So yeah, him, and then a guy I used to work with that worked at Wildstorm Comic Company. He is an inker, or was an inker for them back in the day. So three of us might be doing some art streams and just kind of hanging out, talking comics and movies or whatever else comes up. Scoundrel, do you have Instagram? Or if you have it, forget. Did you say you don't have it earlier? Or no? I think Cecil's supposed to watch it and have it. But if you have Instagram, look up gingerbear_house and give me a follow, and I'll follow you back. Oh, you hate Insta? Okay. Well, just come hang out at the YouTube. Then I'll be streaming here and see the stuff. Do you use Kara at all? I put some stuff on there. I don't really use ArtStation anymore because of the AI stuff, and I don't really have the energy to get into Blue Sky for posting art. So I've just been kind of sticking with Instagram because I've got a lot of art on there and a bit more visibility, and I've sort of gotten gigs through it, sort of. And even if someone else refers me for a gig, they'll look at my Instagram before anything else, and they like the stuff. So it's not really worth giving up. It sort of helps professionally a little bit. Yeah, I don't trust them or Facebook at all as far as art, especially for the AI stuff. But everything I upload there now, I actually run through Nightshade, which protects it from the AI stuff. Oh yeah, the fucking cropping. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, in a way, they're sort of winning if they manage to just drive you off all the art platforms too. It's frustrating, because I got off ArtStation too, and despite the controversy, ArtStation still has a huge following and user base. A lot of them professional, and there is a lot of work that flows through there, and people selling stuff in the marketplace. So I've been thinking about putting my art back up there again too, and just doing the same thing, just putting it but AI proof, put it through Nightshade to poison the AI that tries to scrape from there. The grid in Instagram, or the grid at ArtStation? I'm curious, Scoundrel. So you do boards? Do you ever do animatics, kind of blocked animation versions of your boards for anybody? And if so, or even in general, have you used Blender at all for that? So I use Blender a lot because I do animatics as well, sometimes freelance stuff, and storyboards here and there. Because my job at Blizzard, I'm a previs artist, which is, it's kind of like 3D boards, sort of. We take over straight from the story team, so work with them real close. Oh, cool. Interesting. I'd be interested to see what that looks like. I'm using an add-on called Storyliner right now in Blender to do my storyboards and animatics, because it basically sets up in the viewport in there, it sets up sort of a multi-camera editing bay that you can scrub through and just work in your environment there, and just put in multiple cameras, set up all the keys, do all your animation, and shoot it all in one scene. It's pretty amazing. And they're using it professionally at some companies now too. I know some stuff for Lucasfilm is being done with it for animatics, and some previs as well, 3D previs. So it's growing. And yeah, I've found it really useful for doing animatics, because you could just get just like free assets of like buildings and environments, or even just rip them off of Google using whatever plugin Blender to get those, and then just throw that in your 3D scene and just draw on top of it, draw your boards on top of it. It's great. All right, I'm gonna try to eat this guy. Goes. Oh yeah, I get what you're saying though. Yeah. So the VSC in Blender, it works kind of like that. I mean, it costs some too though. So, but it's kind of worth it for me. But it's it works sort of very similar to that. Yeah, I just kind of got a tutorial from a friend on it the other day and started playing around, so I want to get back in there. And no worries on the typos. I am the sloppiest typer, so definitely one of the worst. My autocorrect on my phone is freaking useless because it's just so confused from all my typos. It never corrects words correct anymore. It's almost worse. Oh, it's raining outside. Nice. Open the window. Oh yeah. I mean, there's no way you can hear it on the mic, but it's raining outside. I'm in Los Angeles, by the way. So it's 1:20 in the morning here, 1:20 a.m. But yeah, this is the first time this winter it's rained. Oh, and with the way the VSC works, you mean, for all of that? Oh, nice. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, well, if you ever sell it, let me know. That'd be interesting. I'd like to see what you put together. It's definitely up my alley for stuff I like to use. So, but yeah, maybe go on the Blender Market and check out Storyliner. Maybe it'll give you some ideas for your own one too. Some stuff you could add. It's got lots of little conveniences to it that I like. Stuff that saves clicks. Which I'm all about less clicks. Yeah, the problem is if you do release it for people, you then you have to maintain it, right? Breaks, or they update Blender. People, even if it's free, people are gonna want it to they start using it. You become kind of obligated. That'd be sort of daunting. I kind of want that responsibility. But I will say that's impressive that you did that you made that tool. It's awesome. Oh yeah, using Git. Yeah, that's cool. So you just kind of had asked questions and had the AI write the code for you for it. Are you so you're basically drawing with grease pencil, of course, in Blender. Ah, let your gaze carry you where it must, Sleeveless Watcher. And thanks for gracing us with your grace for as long as you did. With your gaze. And have a good night, afternoon, all of the above. I think Sleeveless Watcher's gaze was drawn back to Gotham and the Arkham Knights. Oh, thanks. Oh, yeah, you can kind of see it in the camera. Yeah, it's the 24-inch Cintiq Pro. A few years now, though. Yeah, I've had it at least 4 years now. 5 years. I got it before the pandemic, so I've had it a while. What do you do all your storyboard work on? Do you do it on paper and like scan it in, or are you working like with the Wacom tablet rather than a screen? Thanks. OL22, is that, what is OL? Is that kind of like another Cintiq type tablet? Oh, an old 22, okay. An old Cintiq 22? Misunderstanding. Okay. Yeah, that thing's probably getting pretty crusty. I had a I think it's the 21-inch one. It's like that really old gray one with the, I mean, it was like yellowing on the corners. It was so old. But it finally stopped working. I'd had to use a hacked, oh god, it's flashing white noise. It's not all dark. Yeah. The one I was using, I think it was the 21 Pro or something. Yeah, it's I had it for over 10 years, but it finally, like, it was getting so dark. I had the brightness turned up to full, and I could only work in black and white in it because the colors were so bad. But I mean, the screen still worked. I'd actually replaced the screen cover myself too. I peeled the whole thing off. It was so old; it had gotten so scratched up. I like was darkening my screen. But yeah, I was using a hacked driver for it too because they stopped supporting it about 6 years before I finally had to get rid of it. And it eventually got to where Windows updated so many times that the last driver I could find that worked didn't work anymore, and then it was just basically didn't work anymore, so I had to upgrade. I still have it, and it's been hard to like give away or sell because it's if you could find drivers that make it work, I don't know how you do it. So I don't want to throw it away though. Yeah, even still with Cintiq, man, I'm on this 24 Pro, and it's been pretty great. And the drivers I have on it are good and consistent, but they're 2-year-old drivers, and I'm afraid to upgrade because I actually just tried to upgrade last month, and it's just like the old days. Nothing's changed. It completely fucked everything up. It fucked the resolution on my other monitor. The Cintiq was like booting up in the wrong resolution, and it wreaked havoc on my machine. And I had to use basically a system restore to go back a couple days, get rid of it, and go back. And then I had to go find the old driver I had and reinstall that fresh. And so now I'm just sticking with that for as long as I can. It works. I'm never updating. Oh, does it do that to you? I don't get that on mine. The wobbling. I mean, I think that's more of a Windows thing, but I have a lot of problems with window layout, though. Oh yeah, I think I get what you mean, though. But it actually doesn't do any of that with my, at least this version of the driver. It seems to be problem free. So just considering myself lucky and staying forever. Let me not do these. Okay. No, I have not actually. Tish. Oh, oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, of course. The studio is Fortiche. Yeah. I have not watched season 2 yet. I love it though. I am looking forward to watching it. I just haven't yet. I had up until last Sunday, I've been working on a really hard deadline for a freelance gig for like 3 months, and I finally delivered the last files for it. I designed and then modeled and rigged up 3 characters for a client for a cyberpunk anthology they want to try to pitch and get budget for to make the rest. So I made the characters so they could make a few shots with them as part of the pitch, and they're fully kind of textured to look like 2D animation and the way they move and stuff. So they look just like kind of the comic book style designs I did of them. So, but it was a lot of work. I just delivered everything. So now I'm ready to catch up on stuff. Like Arcane is definitely on the queue, but I'm thinking either tomorrow or over Thanksgiving next week. I'm probably just gonna sit and binge it all in one day. But are you liking it so far? I'm assuming you're watching it. It's funny, that show was in development for so long before they finally got the first season done. One of my coworkers at work, who sits beside me, he worked at Riot on one of the teams developing that series for like 2 or 3 years. And that was 5 years ago when he left there to go to Blizzard. So, and when he left, they were nowhere near finding a solid style and going into full production for the series. They were still just kind of doing shots here and there and tests and things like that. Yeah, 9 years. I guess that's about right, man. Crazy. Yeah, it's a great technique though. The only thing is though is now everybody's trying to do it, and it's almost kind of, I don't want to see other people doing the Arcane style. I want Arcane to do, or like Riot stuff to do the Arcane style, and I think it's a perfect style for it. It looks freaking awesome, and I'll always take it. But with everyone else trying to do it, it's not that interesting. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That whole painterly feel. So you're a Blender user, which is I'm very big into Blender. I actually do demos for students and stuff once a month on a Discord channel on Blender stuff too. So I'm way into it. But there's the new Blender 4.3. I don't know if you've seen it. They have some new like paintbrush tool for texturing now. It does this sort of procedural paintbrushed texture on your textures. I'm not quite sure how it even works yet. I haven't had a chance to play with it for the same reason, this freelance gig. But it looks really interesting though if you check out a demo of it on YouTube or something. Yeah, it looks like League of Legends concept art directly animated, basically. It's so good that they can't believe they pulled that off. I mean, yeah, they spent 9 years mostly developing a whole look for it, and it shows, you know. When they definitely made a mark on animation forever. Oh, you're a bit of a noob waiting for the assets feature. That's cool. Which assets feature? Is there like an update to the asset library coming out? The asset library is great though. I love it, and I actually just started using the pose library as well. Which, if you aren't familiar with that, it's pretty awesome if you're doing any 3D animation with it. It's just it saves your poses, but you can save poses for like individual body parts like hands and waists, and then you can just drag your mouse over it and it'll sort of pose your character for it. You can roll your mouse over it and it'll start blending into that pose, and you can just go as far as you want and then do it with another pose and sort of blend them all together. It's pretty neat. I do that sometimes. I'll do it with a base 3D character as a guide to draw over. Don't drop it too hard. Keys will fly everywhere. So all your storyboarding work, is it mostly kind of local around you, or do you do like remote stuff for other countries, like over in the US, or even Chinese and stuff? There's always tons of Chinese stuff going around. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. I've actually been trying to get more freelance work doing boards myself in animatics because it's all remote work, and I like working remote from my home office the best. Oh yeah, really? Interesting. Sketchy Island people? Yeah, man, I sure love the digital age for being a commercial illustrator, like boards or anything, man. I don't know how old you are. I'm old. But like in my 20s I was trying to do comics at the time, and I even helped out a friend of mine doing some storyboards, but he was doing storyboard finishing for a guy. Man, everything was, because there was no scanning, emailing, sending the file. We, like, even storyboards, this guy used to send storyboards to my friend and I'd help him ink them. There'd be like 3 panels to a page of bristleboard, and we'd have to ink it, and then he'd FedEx it to us. Then we'd ink it and FedEx it back, and it's like so risky to lose art and just such a pain in the ass. Oh, okay. So it's not like a Maui paradise, Maori paradise or anything like around New Zealand. I don't know if it's the same in Australia, but yeah, Kiwis over in New Zealand were always very sensitive if you mistook them for an Aussie. For me, I find the difference in accents and the way people speak very different between the two, so it was never that hard for me. But some people just think any accent's Australian or something. Oh yeah, he did too. Yeah. So yeah, it's like what was it, 7 o'clock for you or something? I'm actually gonna wrap here in just a couple minutes. It's 2 a.m. for me, so I'm fading. Plus, can't sleep all day tomorrow. Gotta get up, drive to the airport, pick up the waifu. My wife's a flight attendant, so she travels a lot on the airline, so I make a lot of trips to the airport to pick her up. So. But it comes with good perks. We can fly anywhere for free. Yeah, I agree, man. That was my life the last 3 months when I was doing that 3D gig. I would, every night after work and all weekend, I was working on that stuff, and that's why I finally delivered the last files last Sunday, and I was like, that's it. I'm not doing any more of this for the rest of the year. I'm just gonna draw. I still do it at work, of course, but I'm not taking any freelance gigs on top of the day job, and I'm just gonna draw. It's a nice break from computers. Oh yeah. Take care of the arm and the body. Yeah, you as well. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It was cool to chat. Someone doing the same stuff I do way over there. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up too. I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, thanks, dude. And I will hit you later. And yeah, if you want to check out more of the comic, just keep checking back here. I'll be streaming, working on the actual finished pages, so I'm hoping to kind of get a regular thing going. And good luck with the rest of your work. Hopefully you get everything done before too late. All right. And everyone else, this is goodbye. Oh, thank you. Bye.